Every life tells a story of love, resilience, and purpose. Natasha Renee Harris was a shining light to everyone who knew her, a devoted mother and a passionate nurse. Tragically, her story was cut short on October 29, 2024, when she was taken from this world at the age of 30.
Outside of a Glen Burnie apartment complex. As WMER2 News Jeff Hager reports tonight, friends say the victim had recently been stalked and feared for her safety.
Natasha was born on June 26 in 1994 in Baltimore, Maryland to her parents, Tammy Ray and Dwight Harris. Even as a child, Natasha's loving and nurturing nature shined brightly, qualities that would later define her life and career. Natasha's drive for excellence was evident in every step of her journey. After graduating from Glen Burnie High School in 2012, she pursued her dream of becoming a nurse at Ann Ardell Community College, where she earned her associate's degree in nursing in 2016. Natasha didn't stop there. She went on to earn her Bachelor's of Science in Nursing from the University of Maryland, where she was actively working towards her master's degree as a women's health nurse practitioner. Natasha was passionate about making a difference in the lives of women and children. She began her career as a pediatric nurse and later transitioned to maternal care, working as a labor and delivery nurse and eventually to the mother-baby unit at Baltimore Washington Medical Center. Her colleagues admired her compassion and her patients felt the love and care that she poured into her work. But Tasha's proudest role was being a mother. Her 6-year-old daughter Nadia was her entire world. The bond they shared was unbreakable, and Natasha decided her life to creating a beautiful future for her little girl. On October 29, 2024, at approximately 7:40 p.m., officers responded to a report of a shooting at the 200 block of Snowcap Court in Glen Burnie. Upon arrival, officers discovered a female victim lying on the ground in a parking lot with several gunshot wounds. Officers administered first aid to the victim, who was transported by fire department personnel to the University of Maryland, Baltimore Washington Medical Center, where she was pronounced deceased.
As Natasha Renee Harris, we first brought you this story as breaking news at 11 o'clock last night. Harris's father telling WJZ the 30-year-old was a loving mother and a hard-working nurse.
Wednesday morning, grief-stricken family members and loved ones of Natasha Harris held each other close in the parking lot where she was killed Tuesday night.
I'm at work last night. I get a phone call from my neighbor telling me they hear gunshots in the parking lot. I get a call from Anne Arundel County Police telling me my daughter was shot dead in the parking lot on her way to work.
Medics rushed her to the University of Maryland, Baltimore Washington Medical Center, where she worked as a nurse and was headed to start her shift, but she never made it.
Hurts me to my heart.
Police say homicide detectives collected multiple undisclosed items of evidence from the scene and interviewed several witnesses.
Responsible for it, and they should be brought to justice. Period.
Detectives are asking anyone with information that could help with this investigation to contact Anne Arundel County Police.
Dwight Harris told local news media his daughter had been threatened by a former partner in the past. According to court records, Natasha was involved in an ongoing custody battle in Howard County. Natasha's story is not just one of tragedy, it's a call for action. We must honor her legacy by supporting initiatives to combat violence, uplift women and children, celebrate the incredible work of the caregivers like Natasha. Natasha was not only a victim, tragically, she was a mother, a nurse, a daughter, and a sister, and she deserves justice. So if you have any information that may lead to the person that's responsible for her death, please contact the local police department in her area. I will leave the numbers on the screen. Our next case takes us to Atlanta, Georgia, where a mother of 4 trusted the wrong man.
We know the identity of a woman shot to death last night while the search for her killer continues. This right here is 32-year-old Courtney Reese. Her aunt tells us she was a mother of 4 and was still alive when EMS arrived, but she later died at the scene. The shooting happened around 9 last night on Springside Drive. It's still unclear what led to the shots being fired. Atlanta police are still investigating.
It's a case that has shaken Atlanta to its core. A mother of 4 gunned down in cold blood, a citywide manhunt, and a dramatic confrontation that left the officer injured and the suspect dead. On August 20th, Atlanta police responded to a horrifying scene along Springside Drive. 32-year-old Courtney Reese, a beloved mother of 4, was found outside of her home with multiple gunshot wounds. Despite the efforts to save her life, she succumbed to her injuries.
And this is the very first time that we are hearing from them. Her younger sister tells me that she was vibrant and she always kept a smile on her face. Courtney shot and killed in Atlanta just months after one of her sisters was shot and killed in DeKalb tonight. This family tells me neither one of them deserved to die this way.
She was a vibe, the life of the party.
Her infectious smile is keeping her grieving family's spirit high.
She was everybody's hype man. She was everybody's cook.
Courtney Reese remembered tonight with purple balloons, music, and love.
It's a party. It's a celebration like she would have had any other day.
Lena is Courtney's older sister.
She didn't deserve this. Her kids will miss her sisters, her brother, her dad, her mom.
The 32-year-old shot 10 times at this home along Springside Drive, south of Cleveland Avenue, Tuesday night. Flowers are now in the place she took her last breath. In a video too graphic to play, Courtney pleads with someone before shots are fired. That person ran away. No arrests have been made.
Her life was cut short, but the children still are here. They still got to be provided for.
Courtney leaves behind 3 girls, just 13, 9, and 6 years old, and an 11-year-old son.
She was a great mother, and we want them to have everything that we knew that she was going to do for them.
Their life is her legacy.
Courtney was joy. She was love. She was a protector. She was, a provider.
Courtney's final moments were captured on a Ring doorbell camera. In the video, a hooded figure dressed in all white is seen approaching Reese. Her desperate pleas can be heard as she says, "Please don't," but her words fell on deaf ears. The attacker fired at least 10 shots, continuing even after she collapsed. Moments later, the suspect fled the scene. Atlanta police identified the suspect as Derek Rankin, the man accused of killing Courtney Reese. A manhunt began, but it would later end in tragedy a week later. On Tuesday, August 27, police located Rankin in Henry County. A tense and chaotic confrontation followed. Atlanta police chief confirmed that during the incident, an officer was shot and Rankin was killed during the confrontation.
Story has another layer. An Atlanta police officer is recovering in the hospital after he was shot while helping to serve a warrant for a murder suspect. This is a warrant on the person who was accused of killing Courtney Reese. According to APD, a joint fugitive task force had zeroed in on Derek Rankins, the person they believe was responsible for the murder of Courtney. She was shot and killed last Tuesday near Cleveland Avenue. Officials say when they got to that home in Stockbridge to serve the murder warrants, he started shooting at them. An officer was hit in the arm. Rankins died during that shootout.
4 children now left without a mother after her life was cut short.
Please! No, that's not my baby! Please! Please!
That was 32-year-old Courtney Reese, a mother of 4 who was brutally unalived in Atlanta. You can hear Miss Reese begging for her life multiple times as the GUN jammed twice. She was sprayed 10 times and was said to be alive when the ambulance arrived, but sadly passed away on the scene. Just some months ago, she lost her sister to GUN violence, only for her to meet the same fate. More and more, we're seeing these brutal attacks against women, in night or even in broad daylight. This is a sad, sad day. Sadly, no one has been caught, and Atlanta police is still investigating. Friends and family members of Courtney Reese said that she was full of life and always had a smile on her face. Prayers up for Courtney Reese and her loved ones. Now, I've been hearing a lot of stories about who they think the shooter is and what led up to that, but nothing has been confirmed, so I'll keep you guys updated. Something needs to be done. Let's end violence in general, but especially against women.
If you or someone you know is experiencing violence, please seek help. Call the National Domestic Violence Hotline. That number is 800-799-7233. For Courtney's family, the pain is immeasurable. Her 4 children are now left without their mother, and their loved ones are being affected by this loss. While Derek Rankins will never stand trial, the Reese family deserves justice. The Reese family has set up a GoFundMe account to help with funeral expenses and to help with supporting the children Courtney left behind. I will leave a link in the description box. If you found these stories important, like the video, share it, and subscribe to our channel. Let me know your thoughts on these cases. Until next time, take care.